Yeah.
Can you describe what it felt like when you got that second golden buzzer?
Yeah, I didn't really know what to do, to be honest. I just felt in shock.
I think only one other person has ever got it twice, so that's very rare.
Yeah.
And Dad, you must have been so proud.
One moment, he was a schoolboy with a guitar. Next, he was shaking one of the biggest stages in Britain. Millions watched Olly Pearson light up Britain's Got Talent with raw energy and fearless rock.
They can't believe it. They just think I'm really good.
I couldn't believe it when you went up on that platform. You had sparks flying out of your guitar. And was it scary when you were going up on that platform?
It was a bit scary with the flames and everything, but it was worth it.
But when the cheers faded and the cameras stopped rolling, something unexpected happened. No headlines, no sudden album, no obvious path forward. So where did Olly actually go after the spotlight? And what choices shaped his life in 2025? The real story isn't what most people assume, and it's hidden in what happened off stage. Early sparks of genius. Olly Pearson's journey began far from the bright lights of televised stages in the small Welsh town of Wrexham. From an early age, he showed a strong attraction to music, inspired by a street performer he once saw as a child. The electric guitar quickly became his favorite instrument, and by the age of 6 or 7, Olly was already learning chords and experimenting with melodies. His passion was further nurtured by his grandfather, a former guitarist who became his first mentor. This early family support formed the foundation of his musical path. By 11, Olly had become a young busker, performing rock medleys on local streets and impressing passers-by with classic songs. His style was shaped by rock legends such as Angus Young, Brian May, and Eddie Van Halen, and his ambition was simple but bold: to become the best guitarist in the world. Even during lockdowns, he found creative ways to perform, playing solos for neighbors outside his home. Together with his parents, Olly launched a YouTube channel where he shared covers and practice sessions. His audience steadily grew as viewers were drawn to his energy, talent, and genuine love for music. Although he was gaining attention online and locally, his story was still one of quiet determination and raw potential. The leap from local recognition to something bigger had not yet happened. Olly's exceptional ability to concentrate at such an early age proved to be his unique quality. He practiced music as a discipline to be mastered, while other children treated it as an entertaining activity. He developed multiple skills by taking guitar and drum lessons, which helped him to become more self-assured. His dedication, which developed through his mentorship and daily practice, showed that he had reached the stage where he could perform for bigger audiences. The process of achieving national recognition would prove to be extremely difficult for him after he completed his short shows. The opportunity appeared through the competition, Britain's Got Talent. The show provided a platform that enabled local artists to achieve nationwide recognition through their musical performances. Olly entered the competition with a strong foundation, family support, formal training, and a clear passion for his craft. He showed himself to be more than just an entertainment act because he wanted to achieve his musical objectives through dedicated work. The audition process appeared unpredictable to most people, who could not guess the auditioner's future success. The stage was set for a moment that could either fade quickly or define his future. Olly's early life demonstrated that successful people emerge from unassuming beginnings because determination determines their future outcomes. The transition from local streets to national TV was complete, and with it, the story was ready to explode in a way few could imagine. Britain's Got Talent breakthrough. Spring 2025 brought Olly Pearson not just to a national audience, but to a stage where dreams are made or broken. Britain's Got Talent, Series 18. Walking out in a school blazer with a guitar almost as tall as himself, Olly looked like a typical 11-year-old. But what happened next was far from typical. The crowd and judges were thrown into awe as Ali launched into AC/DC's Highway to Hell, firing off every note with fierce precision and undeniable energy. It was a moment of shock and delight, an unexpected blast of raw rock talent from a kid who seemed way beyond his years. His set did not stop there. Next came Van Halen's Jump and Queen's Don't Stop Me Now. Each performed with a passion, skill, and confidence that left everyone breathless. Judges were visibly stunned. Amanda Holden hit the golden buzzer in sheer amazement, showering the stage with confetti. Simon Cowell called Ollie's style distinct and talent unreal for such a young age. It wasn't just a performance, it was a phenomenon. The video of Ollie's audition exploded online, racking up millions of views in days and sparking a social media frenzy. Overnight, Olly Pearson went from local sensation to viral rock star. But Olly was far from finished. In the semi-finals, he raised the stakes even higher. He tore through Led Zeppelin's Thunderstruck, Guns N' Roses' Sweet Child O' Mine, and Bon Jovi's Living on a Prayer with relentless energy. The crowd went wild, and once again, Simon Cowell surprised everyone by hitting the golden buzzer for the second time, making Olly only the second act ever to receive 2 golden buzzers in one season of Britain's Got Talent. Judges described him as small but immensely talented and charismatic. Predictions flew that this young musician could soon be playing stadiums. Olly's performances displayed his technical expertise, but also demonstrated his deep knowledge of classic rock music and his ability to engage with audiences. His performance on stage showed his potential to become a star, instead of merely copying his favorite performers. The clips that went viral established him as a well-known figure who appealed to both rock enthusiasts and ordinary people. The competitors needed to wait, because the upcoming events would present more significant challenges. People wanted to observe the maximum potential of this young musician who performed as a rocker. Olly maintained his humility throughout the entire process despite receiving major public attention. The interviews, together with the behind-the-scenes footage, revealed a modest boy who dedicated himself to making music and experiencing life. The sudden fame brought him excitement, but at the same time, it created overwhelming pressure for his young age. His performances demonstrated that he possessed natural ability, which allowed him to dominate the stage. The enthusiastic comments from judges created additional pressure while they brought him into the central focus of the event. The final competition showed Olly displaying his nerves and his experience with camera attention. His final show included Queen's songs Live and Let Die and Bohemian Rhapsody, which he performed with drummers to create a complete rock theater show. The judges were ecstatic, Amanda Holden called it super professional, and Bruno Tonioli compared him to a young Brian May. Olly secured his national celebrity status and future rock star potential through his 4th-place finish behind Harry Molding, who won the competition. After the show ended, Olly's clips began to spread across social media platforms, with users labeling him as the future of rock and roll. People from all over the world showed their admiration for a child who could perform classic rock songs with authentic joy. The next series of events that followed this success remained completely unpredictable. Would this viral moment become a launching pad for a long-term career? Or would Olly become another short-term celebrity who showed exceptional talent during his childhood years? The foundation was strong, but the road ahead remained unwritten. As thousands of young performers before him found out, fame can be a double-edged sword. The finals and aftermath. Finishing 4th on one of Britain's most-watched talent shows is an extraordinary achievement, especially for an 11-year-old. Although Olly Pearson didn't win the grand prize, his impact was undeniable. His audition reached over 15 million views, and clips from the live finals spread widely across social media and news outlets. This exposure established him as a young musician with real potential and raised expectations for what might come next. Unlike many young performers who rush into record deals or intense touring after such shows, Olly's path was more cautious. There were no immediate albums or major announcements. Instead, he continued uploading covers and practice videos on YouTube, staying connected with fans while focusing on improving his skills. This suggested a long-term mindset rather than a desire to exploit sudden fame. A few months later, Olly took part in a large flash mob performance of Queen's Bohemian Rhapsody in Paris, alongside singer Mickey Callisto and a large ensemble. His guitar solo once again stood out, showing that his interest lay in live performance and collaboration rather than television spotlight. Moments like this highlighted his commitment to real musical experiences that support genuine growth. Sponsorships followed, including endorsements from guitar brands Patrick Eggle and Fairclough, reflecting increasing industry recognition. The partnerships provided him with the necessary support while keeping his development at manageable levels. Olly maintained his active schedule through performances and online content creation, and ongoing education despite not releasing new original music. His primary struggle involved finding ways to live his life between his public recognition and his personal existence. His parents controlled his online presence and scheduled activities to protect his childhood while keeping him safe from exhaustion. Olly maintained his natural behavior and energy through this process. The interviews showed a young musician who experienced more excitement about learning than he did from his musical obligations. Olly achieved life experience and exposure through his participation in the event, even though he did not win the prize money. He performed at local music events and charity shows to demonstrate his genuine and permanent dedication to music. The post-finals period of Olly's life showed that he reached success through continuous development instead of becoming famous overnight. He demonstrated to young musicians that success does not need to be achieved quickly. His journey as an artist started when his Britain's Got Talent chapter ended. The energy that propelled Olly onto national stages carried forward, hinting at the exciting developments yet to unfold in his remarkable musical journey. Life Beyond GT Reality Check. Life after Britain's Got Talent wasn't a whirlwind of instant superstardom for Olly Pearson, but rather a delicate balance between growing fame and maintaining his everyday life. At just 12 years old, Olly was juggling school, music lessons, and managing the expectations that come with being a viral sensation. Unlike some child stars who burn out quickly under pressure, Olly's experience seems shaped by steady support and careful pacing. His parents played an important role, making sure he stayed grounded and focused on school while still nurturing his passion for guitar and drums. The pressure on young stars can be overwhelming. Past contestants on the show have spoken openly about exhaustion and the challenges of sudden celebrity. Yet Olly's case felt different from the start. There was no visible drama or frantic rush to get him into recording studios or heavy touring schedules. Instead, Olly kept things simple, practicing consistently, uploading YouTube clips of covers and informal jam sessions, and enjoying music for the joy of playing, rather than chasing quick success. This attitude has likely helped him avoid many pitfalls that come with early fame. Financially, Olly did not take home the £250,000 grand prize, which only goes to the winner. However, he soon started receiving endorsements from guitar brands like Patrick Eggle and Fairclough, along with invitations to play at local festivals and guitar shows. These smaller deals and gigs gave him real-world experience and the chance to build connections in the music industry without overwhelming him with too much too fast. At this stage, it was more about growth and learning than immediate commercial success. Social media remained an important outlet for Olly to connect with fans. His Instagram and YouTube channels featured regular updates, short clips of him practicing, and heartfelt thanks to followers who supported his journey. His authentic and down-to-earth presence helped him keep a loyal community, while avoiding the exhausting spotlight of a fully-fledged celebrity. It also offered a safe space for him to develop musically and personally at his own pace. The positive momentum that Olly experienced through his journey was hindered by various difficulties which blocked his progress. The demands of his emerging career make it challenging for him to maintain his childhood activities and personal life. His parents established management practices that dedicated most resources to his health maintenance while they restrained his maximum workload to protect him from burnout. The method requires young talents to follow all steps because it protects their professional success and social life. Olly himself has stressed multiple times that he is just a normal schoolboy who loves to play guitar because he needs to experience childhood before becoming famous. Olly maintained his musical passion through his cautious path, which prevented external pressures from dimming his enthusiasm. He practices guitar and drum skills through ongoing lessons, which he takes to achieve his daily improvement goals. The race to stardom does not drive Olly, who shows dedicated passion to his work, unlike many young stars who reach their peak. He states in interviews that he experiences fun while he acquires new knowledge throughout each day. His future success will depend on the combination of his talent and his humble nature. Olly's entire strategy focuses on achieving sustainable growth through methods that maintain a steady development path. His persistent musical practice, combined with his healthy lifestyle choices and increasing visibility in local music venues, shows that he has reached an advanced level of maturity. The approach he follows explains why his career has not encountered major crises, which have led to news stories about tension and exhaustion that commonly affect child actors who become famous at an early age. Olly works silently to create a career path that he wants to maintain throughout his entire life. His story stands in stark opposition to the pattern that shows people becoming famous overnight before disappearing into obscurity. Olly's experience from the show appears to follow a path which values both process and outcome, while other young Britain's Got Talent stars face challenges after they achieve fame. The outcome of his current progression will determine his future results because it establishes an optimistic outlook for upcoming events. That early momentum and careful nurturing quickly translated into more concrete opportunities, helping Olly not just dream, but step onto real stages beyond television. Building experience and presence. The music career of Olly Pearson began to develop after his successful appearance on Britain's Got Talent through his performances and his expanding music industry relationships. He began receiving invitations to perform at local festivals, charity events, and guitar shows, which allowed him to develop his skills through live performances. Young musicians benefit from these experiences because they develop essential skills and acquire stage confidence through their viral fame success. Olly demonstrated his ability to connect with audiences through his lively solo performances, which proved that he possessed skills that reached beyond his television work. The guitarist's endorsement agreements with Patrick Eggle and Fairclough established a significant turning point in his career. The official endorsee status for him brought recognition from reputable companies, which delivered high-quality equipment to him while they acknowledged him as an emerging professional musician. The sponsorships represent initial indications of his expanding professional career, as industry professionals recognize his capacity for sustained success in his field. The parental supervision of these agreements which maintained his education and health as priorities, became evident through their implementation. Social media remained an essential tool for Olly to maintain a connection with fans and share his musical journey. His YouTube channel hosted a mix of covers, practice clips, and behind-the-scenes glimpses that allowed followers to watch his development in real time. Rather than pushing for polished studio recordings or large-scale releases, Olly used these platforms to stay authentic and accessible. This steady drip of content helped build a loyal fan base without the pressure of delivering hit songs immediately. It's worth noting that Olly had not published any original songs or signed a record contract by late 2025. For many young performers, jumping quickly into releasing original work can be a double-edged sword. Instead, Olly seemed focused on refining his style, skills, and understanding of music. Continuous guitar and drum lessons reflect his commitment to solid musicianship first and commercial success second. That patient approach shows promise for creating a sustainable artistic career. The Queen Bohemian Rhapsody flash mob in Paris became the best experience when they performed live with a large musical group. The 30-piece group and established musicianship that Olly performed with showed that he could perform in various music styles beyond his solo work. The audience responded positively to his guitar solos, which almost took over the entire performance. The artist demonstrates early collaboration willingness as a positive trait, which shows his development as an artist who can adapt to different situations. The local performances and endorsements, together with his online presence, create a foundation that Olly builds for his future career development. He is currently developing his professional network while refining his musical style through practical experience, instead of chasing immediate fame or signing recording contracts. He maintains a positive image because his support system works diligently to ensure his permanent success rather than pursuing temporary fame. Olly maintains an active musical career through his ongoing education and performance opportunities, which he combines with his responsible approach to the music business. He serves as a role model to aspiring musicians because he shows that viral success can lead to a successful career. With this solid foundation in place, the next chapter of Olly's career hinges on how he transforms passion into original artistry and navigates the crossroads that face so many young talents. No albums yet, but growing influence. Despite the nationwide attention Olly Pearson gained through Britain's Got Talent, as of autumn 2025, he had not yet released any original music or signed a recording contract. This is not unusual for someone so young, especially given the complexity of navigating the music industry's demands while still balancing school and personal growth. Instead of rushing into commercial releases, Olly has focused on steady development, allowing time to cultivate his own sound and strengthen his skills. His approach emphasizes quality and growth over speed, which suggests a maturity beyond his years. Maintaining an active presence on social media, Olly shares regular clips of practice sessions, covers, and casual performances. These posts not only showcase his evolving talents, but also keep his audience engaged and invested in his journey. Fans see a genuine, hard-working young musician rather than a polished celebrity, which contributes to his approachable and relatable image. His authenticity is a reminder that success doesn't always come in big, flashy bursts. Sometimes it builds quietly, through consistent effort and passion. The absence of a record deal or original album does not mean Olly's influence is any less significant. In fact, his journey has inspired thousands of young viewers to pick up guitars and pursue their own musical dreams. Through his covers of classic rock songs and energetic live performances, he has helped demonstrate that rock music is alive and accessible to a new generation. His energy and authenticity have reignited a youthful interest in a genre often seen as the domain of older musicians. While many aspiring artists might feel pressured to produce original material quickly to capitalize on fame, Olly's parents and team appear to prioritize his overall development and well-being. They have managed his career carefully to protect him from burnout and help maintain a healthy balance between public exposure and private growth. This responsible management is reflected in his steady progress and absence of drama or overwhelming pressure commonly seen in child stars. It seems Olly's team is committed to growing a long-lasting career rather than chasing transient viral moments. Olly maintains his commitment to musical development through his continuous attendance of guitar and drum lessons. His ability to play multiple instruments leads to improvement of his musical skills and creative development, which will help him achieve his future goal of creating original music. His dedication to his craft indicates that he prefers to build essential skills that will lead him to achieve future success. He treats music as his permanent career path instead of viewing it as a temporary chance. The young musician's online presence is also a testament to how modern artists can nurture fan relationships beyond traditional media. Through platforms like YouTube and Instagram, Olly shares more than performances. He shares glimpses of the person behind the guitar. The artist establishes a genuine connection with his audience through his authentic interactions with them. This growing influence signals that musical impact is not solely measured by sales or contracts, but also by engagement and inspiration. Olly's path to success in music shows similar challenges to those faced by other contestants who competed on Britain's Got Talent before them. Some young stars have moved quickly into recording contracts, while others have taken more time, focusing on honing their artistry first. Olly uses this time for two purposes. He wants to develop his skills and create his professional path. The process of developing great outcomes requires time, which leads to genuine artistic creation that lasts throughout all upcoming times. Olly's music career has not yet produced a complete album, but his musical presence continues to grow. His live performances, endorsements, and fan interaction keep him relevant and confident, giving him ample space to find and polish his unique sound. The story so far shows how musicians develop their careers through ongoing work, which results in their success. As Olly's musical skills deepen and his fan base grows, the next question is, who guides this young star, ensuring that the tremendous potential doesn't falter under the weight of early success? The answer lies close to home, supporting him every step of the way. Support system and family guidance. Behind Ali Pearson's rise is a crucial factor often overlooked in stories of young talent: a strong and supportive family network. His parents take an active role in managing his career, overseeing his social media, and choosing opportunities that suit his age and well-being. This hands-on guidance helps Olly balance school with his growing musical ambitions and shields him from the pressures that often come with sudden fame. Early mentorship from his grandfather, a former guitarist, also played an important role. This close family connection grounded Olly's musical education in encouragement and tradition, offering both technical guidance and emotional support. It created a nurturing environment where his passion could grow without sacrificing his childhood to constant performance demands. The main element of Olly's story shows that he has achieved success as an artist without experiencing any pressure to achieve commercial success. His parents provide him with support for his music career while making sure he experiences typical life activities. Young performers in the entertainment industry experience burnout because of their demanding work schedules, which create extreme pressure. Olly dedicates his time to activities that help him learn new things and build his skills instead of chasing immediate success. His parents manage all aspects of his professional activities because they handle all business matters, which include guitar sponsorship contracts with Patrick Eggle and Fairclough. Their involvement ensures these partnerships remain healthy and age-appropriate, preventing Olly from being over-commercialized. They establish a shield that protects him from the music business by handling his contracts and all public activities. Olly identifies himself as a regular student who enjoys playing guitar. His mental health depends on this self-perception because it helps him maintain his personal identity separate from what others think about him. He uses this ability to control his public image while keeping his authentic self. The educational support system helps students who require assistance. He has to attend school because his daily schedule includes both school activities and his academic responsibilities. His parents prevent him from specializing in one area too soon, which helps him stay excited about learning instead of feeling pressured to succeed. Olly receives protection from family members who help him deal with the emotional difficulties that young artists experience when they suddenly become famous. He develops his ability to recover from challenges while his support network helps him build self-confidence. The foundation, together with talent development, creates essential elements that enable professionals to build their long-term career paths. Olly maintains his musical happiness through his active engagement with music. The musician in the interviews displays both cheerful energy and focused dedication to the guitar, which he plays with authentic love. The support network will continue to provide him with essential advantages for his professional development and physical well-being throughout his transition into adulthood. With steady personal and professional support in place, Olly Pearson is free to focus on what matters most: music, learning, and enjoying the journey, one note at a time. What's next for Olly Pearson? In 2025, Olly Pearson stands at an important crossroads. At just 12 years old, he balances viral fame, strong technical skill, and youthful charisma. The main challenge ahead is turning early success into a sustainable music career. The key question is whether he will chase quick stardom or build a long-term, authentic presence. So far, his journey suggests patience, passion, and steady growth. One major opportunity for Olly lies in creating original music. Until now, he has been best known for covers of rock classics. Writing and releasing his own songs would help him develop a unique voice and connect more deeply with audiences. While this can be intimidating for any young artist, his regular lessons and practice put him in a strong position to grow creatively. The way Olly manages industry pressure stands as a key element of his performance abilities. Many young performers struggle with fame, expectations, and burnout. However, Olly benefits from strong family support and a focus on education, which gives him stability and guidance. The balance he maintains between his artistic work and his mainstream activities will help him safeguard his creative identity at the same time as he avoids typical dangers that artists face. The combination of his guitar and drum passion, together with his early performance experience, enables Olly to pursue multiple career paths. The three options he has available to him include band membership, musician collaboration, and developing his own musical projects. Three available choices enable him to develop new talents, which will assist him in finding his perfect professional path. Young fans have already started to show the impact he makes on them. His performances have motivated many children to begin learning musical instruments. His role model status may open doors for him that extend beyond performing to include music education and arts promotion. The impact he makes through his work holds equal value to commercial success. The process of growing up will enable Olly to choose which level of privacy he wishes to maintain. Some child stars aim for global fame, while others prefer quieter careers. His family has handled his early achievements in a way that shows they respect his personal growth by allowing him to make decisions about his future academic and personal life. The future offers two possibilities for Olly, which involve becoming a successful alumnus of Britain's Got Talent or achieving rock star status like his musical idol. His classic rock music interest with modern musical elements enables him to reach audiences from different age groups. The success of his future career will depend on his development as a performer and songwriter. Ali Pearson's story is far from over. From viral sensation to a growing musician with deep roots, he shows the power of steady progress and real passion. If you enjoyed this look into Olly's journey, make sure to like and subscribe for more stories of rising talents. And don't stop here. Check out the next video appearing on your screen for another surprising story you won't want to miss.